Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to talk a little bit about what happened yesterday in the markets. Completely took me by surprise, to be honest with you. I did not see the markets ending on a green note yesterday. I thought that it was going to be really nasty, but I guess the speed in which the market fell, the losses that I guess we thought we were going to see all day yesterday and maybe even today, basically happened within like the matter of minutes. In the pre-market, we were up a couple hundred points on the Dow, and then within like a snap of a finger, you're down like 600 points. And then all of a sudden, as you guys saw there, yesterday, we'll take a look at the Dow Jones. We finished up 827 points for the day. That's just insane. Okay, so we'll take a look at the futures here in a minute, but I really want to go over the swing plays that we talked about for the week. I want to show you Tesla, CLNE, and then SQQQ, and we'll also look at Shiba Inu. That way you can make a decision if you got in where we talked about getting in. All right, guys, so the currently pre-market, it looks like they're slowly trying to trickle up and have a green Friday. However, I think there's some other data that's supposed to come out today regarding some of the big banks and things like that. So we'll have to kind of wait and see. If that report is negative, you could see it turn fairly quickly and we turn red. All right, so just kind of keep an eye on that. But first one we'll talk about is Shiba Inu before we go to the charts and talk about Tesla, CLNE, and SQQQ. And as you see, SHIB's up almost 9.5%. It fell pretty aggressive yesterday as well, kind of how the market did. And I was kicking myself because I didn't have my funds fully cleared yet. However, I did transfer more money in. I was going to wait and transfer it in next week. However, with these prices, I said, well, I'd much rather just go ahead and buy now. And I can probably finish out, or close to finish out, my position with Shiba Inu. And then now all I'm left to do is hold at that point and wait for the uptrend. Okay, so I'm coming down to see if there's any type of news that came out to cause it to go up about 9.5%. No, just some buying pressure. So it did, it actually lost a zero yesterday. We were at 5 zeros, 9 and some change, and now we're back to 4 zeros, 1 and some change. So as you see the recovery there, and hit once, came up, hit again, and then ran back up. Okay, so that's a good sign that there's still somewhat holding support at that level. So let's take a look at the charts on Tesla, CLNE, and SQQQ. All right, guys, so first of all, Tesla. We've been talking about this for a couple of weeks, saying that I thought that Tesla was going to come down and hit 200 or 205 and bounce off. And man, it worked out perfectly. It came down, it bounced off of 205, bounced right back up. But I did say that if you're doing this for a swing play, then about 220 to 230, that's where you probably want to take some profits. So if you did get in here, if you caught it at the 200 level, and it's up now at 220, then I wouldn't be afraid to take some profits here, just because you'll be able to swing it again. It could pop up to 240 and then fall right back down and retest 200 again on a red day. I'm not sure. I mean, or it could just explode. You never know. But just keep in mind that we're underneath that red SMA line, which signals that we're still in a bearish pattern here overall for the longer term. Okay, but you can still swing these things on the occasional spikes in price, which is what happened here. Bounced off at 200, now we're at 221.72. Again, if you got in at 200, this would be a decent spot to probably come in and take some profits and protect your money. Best place for profits is in your pocket, so remember that. CLNE, we talked about this one on the Sunday night stock pick video also. I did say that I thought it was going to hit $5 and bounce off of it. It actually went lower, went all the way to 463 and bounced up to as high as 521. So I didn't really hold support where I thought. So if you'd have bought here at 5, then you'd have to basically wait to kind of get your money back to recover, which you still could take some profits off the table. But again, guys, you got to keep in mind everything that we have now in the market is, for the most part, trading underneath that red SMA line, which is not supporting a longer term bullish pattern in these stocks. So whenever you have that spike in price, when it's underneath that red SMA line, if you're profitable and you're doing a swing play, don't be afraid to take profits. Okay, SQQQ, this was yesterday pre-market, probably is it shot up from 60 all the way to almost $70. And then when the markets recovered, this thing fell down. Keep in mind, when the markets are doing well, this is going to be coming down. As you see, it came all the way back down to $59. So this thing here is more or less of a day trade. It's hard to really get in this for the longer term. If you can stomach it, you can make some money. Like if you'd have got in here at $33, then obviously you could have doubled your money. But as you see how volatile it is, it's up and down, up and down, up and down. And it's all based on how the market's doing, specifically the NASDAQ. If the NASDAQ is doing well, then this ETF will go down. And then if the NASDAQ is doing poorly, this thing will go up. And I don't like to get in these things longer than just a day trade because of how volatile they are. But you can make some money if you know that there's some bad news coming, like hints like the inflation data and stuff like that. If you know that it was about to be a rough morning, you could have got in maybe that morning in pre-market and then wrote it up and then got out. But however, if I would have gotten in there, they're in pre-market, my plan was, wait until about noon to cash out typically on that play. And but you could have also gotten burnt because I didn't see the markets turning around like they did yesterday. That was really surprising to me. So S&P 500, we talked about it was going to come down to about 3,500 and probably bounce. Actually hit 34.91, which is pretty close, and then came up here. So the big level of resistance is 37.36. You want to see it go above there and hold and let that act as support. Keep in mind, overall, like we talked about, red SMA line, we're down below that. So overall, this market in general, the S&P 500 needs to get above about 39.30 and hold there in order for us to kind of feel like we have maybe some more room to run and we're slowly starting to recover. So if it comes up here to the red SMA line and gets rejected, then we could come right back down and retest those lows. However, if we get up there and we bust through there and we start recovering, that would be a great sign moving forward for the overall state of the market. But you could pop up a little bit and then trade sideways for a while before that happens. I don't know, but it's something to keep an eye on. So, all right, guys, all I got for you in this video. Let me know your comments below. Other than that, we'll catch you in the next one.